Warning, the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, here we are, Queens Gambit 2023. Most of us in our club that came this year, this is our first tournament. I know for Connor, this is Connor's second Queens Gambit. Everyone in the club who participated is going to have their own individual videos, so stay tuned for those. We start the day with Dagger, and me and Jonathan are actually the first fight of the day. Jonathan's been training with us for only a few months now, and he's come a very long way. He comes from an Olympic-style background like epee and stuff like that. This makes him really quick on his feet and really quick with his hands as well. Here we are getting into round one, and you can see how quick he is on his feet already. I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm just going to let the video play, but I will let you know right now this match is, for the first match of the day, it's pretty fucking nutty. A lot of what you'll see is afterblows, doubles, closed doubles. My matches seem to have had a lot of those, but I also have some really clean exchanges as well. Here we are starting with the open doubles already. You'll see a lot of matches of mine where I just have no idea what the fuck happened, so I'm either just not going to comment on them, or if I do know what happened, I'll comment on them and I'll freeze frame and show what happened. There's also a lot of not bad judge calls, but the judges seem to miss a lot. And seeing it from a third-person point of view, I could also see why. It's also important to note that there are newer judges working this event. For me, this only mattered a little bit, but I believe there was a newer judge judging like a finals match or something, and there was some people that had issue with that. Now, I'm going to sound like I'm bitching a good bit with the judges throughout this video, but I'm just trying to give feedback to the event organizers and the judges themselves. So please don't take it personally if you hear me spit out some vulgar words. I promise it's nothing personal. I was definitely a little upset throughout Dagger, and you'll see why in a little bit, but it's just part of the game. You know, we have to have judges to do this safely. I believe I self-called here, and I think I only self-called like maybe 3 or 4 times this whole tournament. I pretty much just tried to stay silent the whole time because I don't know what's happening around me. Finally got a little fucking point for my hand snipe. Here I am, finally able to even up the score.
Target. 1 point gold.
And this is what I was talking about when I said this first match was nutty. I'm glad I tied with my own clubmate though.
Yeah.
Next up, I faced off with Cameron Metcalf. He was a fucking wizard, bro. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. He absolutely slaughtered me in Dagger. The size of the event didn't really strike me until he told me where he was coming from. I think he told me he traveled from Minnesota. That makes him one of the handful of competitors that traveled crazy far just to come to Queens Gambit.
Purple, I saw an athlete who would do bang with raw gold. Fighter ready? Fighter ready. Guard. Wait. Fight. Oh. Sorry. Okay. 1 point purple.
Absolutely cannot be upset with a loss here. He was so clean the entire match, and honestly the entire weekend he was killing it.
It matters overall where you play this game. That's why I said like this.
My next opponent here is Rachel Carlisle with Athens School of Arms. I fought a good number of people from Athens School of Arms and met a good few of them, and they're really awesome people, and I loved watching their fights as well as fighting them. They were some of my favorite fights throughout the whole weekend.
I don't know, whatever you call it, you sound like.
Table. Judges. Fighter ready? Fighter ready?
How was yours?
On guard. Fight.
Looks like I got the elbow right there, but honestly, I have no clue what the fuck I was doing.
Fighter ready. On guard. Fight.
Marisa Baja, Jonathan E. You're on deck.
Now, unfortunately, the camera angle doesn't really show you what happened on that exchange, but the two judges that were able to see her blade didn't really, like, he's throwing up that I got a point, but the one that had arguably the worst angle is saying something. I can't really tell. They're always really fucking quiet. It's likely intentional that they are, though. There tends to be a good bit of time between exchanges with the judges trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. I believe what he's saying right here, it's muffled so it's hard to tell, but he says either it was a double or we're blind and it was clean, but they threw it out, no exchange. Me charging in like that's kind of a theme for a good bit of Dagger and even some of Longsword. Right there was just a little parry and leg hit. That's what it looks like. They're saying, nah. I got no idea what they saw, and honestly, I don't really know what happened myself, so I was cool with this one getting thrown out. Did that exact same right-left parry hit. Well, shit, there it is again. I didn't even know I did that.
Yeah, we fenced out Columbia, South Carolina.
Guard. Fight.
No, that looked really fucking cool, but I'm pretty sure it was like nothing because it looked like she hits me on the way out. Also, the rules state that there's no showing the back of your head. I thought I planted and pivoted and made it pretty clear that I wasn't trying to show the back of my head.
Actually, this is fair to withdraw gold, no exchange. Fighter ready? Fighter ready? Guard. Fight. Hold.
There's the second self-call right there.
Target. Your hand. 1 point purple. Thank you. Fighter ready.
He won the ball.
Guard. Fight.
10 seconds. Oh.
Tip.
The quality's kind of shit, so you can't see it that well, but right here I highlighted where it stopped.
Way over to that ring.
That tip ended up on the other side of the court over there. You can see the judge going to pick it up. That was a weird angle it flew in considering where I hit it from.
Nice parry, Bo. Good job.
But I don't know if that's a known thing.
Aaron's a very reasonable.
Especially because there's no
Well, next time I cover this shit. This is last exchange, guys. Ready, judges? Fighter ready? Fighter ready? Guard. Fence.
I love the little skip hop I do right there. I think I was about to ring out or something.
CRA, motherfucker.
I had no idea what the fuck I had done, to be honest with you.
Dagger's like the one thing no one ever trains.
Shout out to Eric. He was a really good judge the whole event. I never had a problem with him. Nobody else really had a problem with him from what I know. His ring also moved really fast the entire time. It was really good energy in the ring. Like, I really enjoyed having him as a judge. If there's another competition where he's judging, I want to be at it. Here's my next opponent, Marie Sabaha with Richmond KDF. Also with Richmond KDF was Casey Boatwright, and that was my favorite longsword fight. Unfortunately, we didn't get to fight Dagger, though.
Table ready?
Not yet. Table ready. Yes, John.
Ready. Fighter ready? Fighter ready? Hey!
Doing this shit where I fucking charged to the middle, sniping a hand. It works. I think everyone was starting to catch on, though. It only works like a couple times, then you gotta slow down. Like, I did a walk up there. Returning viewers are wondering right now where the Call of Duty hit markers are, and I didn't put them in. Truth is, they take way too long, but I'm gonna put them in the short videos out of this.
Ready?
I hit with the flat there. What happens is whenever I hit someone once with the dagger, the grip flips around in the tang, and then I hit them with a flat right after. So I always have to watch my blade alignment with that dagger, but it's a staple of the club. It's like a relic.
Alright. I have a thrust from purple to the chest, followed by a chippy hit from gold to purple's arm, but a hit failure to withdraw purple, no score. Ready? Left! Hold! with this judge. Open double. Careful, guys. Don't make me double you out. Ready? Fight!
I'm wearing Spez Heavies in this, so I know for a fact when I see someone else that's wearing Spez Heavies, I can just hit them in the knuckles every fucking time.
Hold. Judges, score for gold. Score. Pause time. White. So thrust from gold to the chest, followed by a flat hit from purple, slightly out of tempo, 3 points gold. Ready? Hey! Hold! 1 point purple. Ready? Hey! Hold! Hit from purple to the hand, 1 point purple, match, purple.
Yeah, I think every strike I landed was on the fucking hand. Hand snipes are martially valid as fuck. If you have a problem with hand snipes in tournament, you just need to figure that out with your fucking therapist, alright? If I hit your hand in a real sword fight, you can't fucking sword fight. Here's my fight with Jason Pajski. I hope I said that right. This one's interesting. You're gonna see why. Finally, the match starts. I abused my speed on that leg hit, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And here's gonna be my first bit of bitching. This is the only quote-unquote bad call here. I hit him in the leg very clearly. He goes to hit me in the leg, but it does not connect. And then this is what the judge calls on the right. Calls me failure to withdraw. And then the other one is right. The other one's like, yeah, you got the point. I get a slice on the entry here. I thought I had a thrust on the way in as well, but it must have skipped off. Basically, his blade on the way in was flat on the top of my head, and he didn't thrust me at all, but I got a slice on him. And you'll very clearly see how the judge awards me the point. Just making sure y'all heard too. You'll see why in a minute. I think my opponent was trying to be like, why didn't he just win the whole thing? Because only slices to the face count for 1 point.
Hold time. Okay. Should be no exchange. Fighter ready. Fighter ready. Guard. Fence.
That one right there was definitely a double.
Billy withdraw purple. Fighter ready. Fighter ready. On guard. Fence. One point purple. Fighter ready.
So leave it in the comments if you disagree that I have 3 points right now.
Yeah, I agree. I saw purple fair to withdraw. No exchange.
So this is the part that doesn't make any fucking sense. I got 3 points, he's got 2, but this is the scorecard. This is also what was on the TV in front of me. I'm pretty sure that my count's right there. He said I got 3 points, he's got 2. Me and him are talking about it as we're walking away. We're like, what the fuck just happened?
Oh yeah. So.
I said something to someone about this, but I kind of just got shut down and they're like, oh, it's too late now. We can't do nothing about this. I think I was talking to Pike when that happened, or someone at the table.
Well, it was a lot heavier before I took all the foam they put in here. It's fairly.
Jason. Heisky.
So when I took them all out.
Jason. Heisky. Your fault. And your fault.
All your fault.
The pools got kind of fucked up, so here I am fighting like everyone in the same pool again. This time he does win. I'm pretty sure he wins. I don't have anything to bitch about on this one. The judges didn't see that leg hit I got. I don't know if I got it. I could see how confusing it is to tell because he's got those puffy ass pants on, but I felt like I had it. We keep getting doubles and failure to withdraw.
actually, we didn't start fencing dagger until like 2 weeks ago, but it's been a lot of fun.
It looks like so much fun. I kind of wish I had that.
It's so fast. I love it. Like you're in, you're out.
Set it back to 150.
You just gotta remember to keep the tight clean because the doubles are harder.
Yeah, we had a full round that doubled out. Like,
I just doubled out.
yeah. It is harder because like the range is so small, so it's like really harder to hit.
That's that. There's not much to comment on that one no more.
You hear what I said, right? I was like, going over from it.
Are you here for discussion?
No, just watching.
You saw that.
He's like stepping out.
Because the pools got fucked up, I'm pretty much going through everyone again. So here's me and Jonathan the second time around in Dagger. Before I let this roll, I'm going to let you guys know now. Big shout out to Jonathan for having me genuinely frustrated and kind of angry the entire time we were doing Dagger. You'll see why I say that at the end of this round right here. I want to give a huge shout out to Scala St. George Charleston right before this starts up. Sean Gruber to my right here was in my corner a good bit of time, as well as his student Anthony. They helped me through this tournament in a lot of ways, and they helped my guys out too. And I really couldn't have made this happen without them. Sean's definitely being a little devil in my ear in a good way. He's giving me really good advice right now. After this, I'll pretty much stop using whatever advice he gave me because I'm getting frustrated. It's not even really getting frustrated either. I think I just grow impatient quicker. I'm doing the fucking Michael Myers walk up. Finally, the fucking scores evened up. there it is. I've been teaching him for only a little while. I've been mainly teaching him longsword. Connor's been big on the side sword and dagger. But seeing how far Jonathan's come in such little time and how his previous background in Olympic-style fencing has helped him here, it's just really impressive how far he got in this tournament.
That is the way it's fucking down.
Next up, me and Marie are going to be fighting again. I love how Sean's just giving me all the dagger cheat codes right now. I didn't train any dagger going into this tournament. We had maybe like 2 practices where we did some dagger. There's that right-left cheat code Sean gave me.
You gotta get you like a code of honor. I'm trying to like find a way to like. Oh, so gold corner, purple corner, so they can call for like points out of their name. So it'll be like gold, purple, point gold on purple. That's what it's do. Also, I think it's because you've given us a what other events are you in?
There I am again, sniping the shit out of the Spez Heavies.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Good job, Jack.
It took him a minute, but he's finally given me a warning for going forward before he calls fight. I've been doing that all day long.
I waited a while, but that's because I hit holiday after holiday. I got ready for their holidays, and they were making me wait, but it got here literally yesterday.
There's one company that's like a Krieger Armory. Yeah, of course. This is the XL, so it's got about like 3 or 4 inches on like the medium standard. Try spelling this thing one-handed, man. That's the thing. You also notice in this one specific tape, the blade is curved for some reason. It's curved this way. I use it this way. For some reason, I find it becomes more like a douse,
Low key don't know what I hit right there, but I'll take it.
Strange.
Little quirks like that.
Very good shit. So you do have like a breathe, like a
Yeah.
Is that like what was that circulation like?
Sean.
You wear guarding gloves?
Love how I'm asking for Sean, because when I listen to him, I actually fucking win.
I got like a puncture and cut resistant kitchen glove.
This is my last dagger fight of the day, and it's with Rachel. I'm kind of nervous going into this one, because I feel like she's got a read on my shit already, and John Blood's in her corner.
Tuna sushi gloves. So they're like these chainmail gloves. Yeah, they will. It's cool. They're like skin tight almost. I don't have them. I haven't ordered them.
I just thought Martin does say you have something to wear underneath.
Yeah.
So like having
See these I'll be right back.
She gets a steezy little hand hit there. I honestly have no idea what they're discussing. I halfway don't even know what the exchange really was. I thought I had a thrust at the end of it and controlled her weapon, but I'm not sure.
These are the cut resistant gloves that I use. They're just kitchen gloves. Oh, what's up, man? Have you been competing this time, or are you in Dagger? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty good too because these have like a good grip on them on the inside. I will say though, while using these under these sparring men, my hands get like tired sometimes. It feels like my hands are like kind of getting squeezed and like. It kind of like feels like it's cutting off circulation sometimes, but it definitely helps with grip a lot, and it helps not get stabbed, which is good. These, yeah, I will say, besides like cut and puncture resistance, they don't offer too much like damage absorption because like getting hit with like metal. It's also under the shell that you're mainly getting hit. Getting hit in the palm is very rare. I think what happened was like my cross guard was here and I threw it. We did an exchange of thrusts, and I think literally my hand just turned like that, went off the cross guard, so it stabbed in like that. Okay. Out of the bushes, Patty held my hand out.
He didn't step around.
Once I will say it's like over and over again. It's horrible.
We've had so many doubles by now. Right side high, left side low. Got that leg hit. Let's go.
I'm holding it like this. Like that one, I can stand out here and do these kind of whirlies, but when I'm holding it like this, and if I miss, I spin and turn around and go, ha.
That same right-left cheat code just working again.
These are split. Mine's a solid shell. It has water.
At the time I ordered these, they didn't have any of the regular plant shells in my scout.
Here we are getting into Longsword. Longsword's what I came to Queens Gambit for. Daniel's my first fight. Originally, he came out with red dragons and no elbows on. I had to commemorate him for being brave. Throughout my longsword fights, Anthony's in my corner. I'm actually using his sword because for the sake of competition, I just like having a long-ass sword. The sword I was going to use is longer and lighter, but it needs some repairs badly right now.
1 point gold. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
I like the sword.
I agree. 1 point gold.
There you go, there you go.
So far, I'm pretty happy with my pacing, but honestly, I start to get sloppy towards the end of the longsword matches, and I get a little too over-aggressive too.
After blows, it's heavy. No point.
Keep your defense.
Gave him a little loaded thrust with my left hand on the pommel. Got some reach with it.
That's 3 points gold. That is match gold.
Very nice, Bo, very nice. You want to cut it? You want to cut it or keep moving? Good job with there. Your footwork is good?
No criteria.
Take a minute.
Up next, I get to fight Kyle. Kyle had just fought 2 back-to-back, so I felt kind of bad being like his 3rd fight. In order to prepare for a situation like this, what I did was have everyone train intense strength cardio before the tournament, and we were indoors in the heat, so a lot of the time we're overworking ourselves. I wasn't tired the entire day in this tournament, thank God. Right now there's a pause because we're just giving him time to breathe. It's up to him whenever he wants to start.
All right, Bo. Bait it, Bo. Bait it.
So far, this deep into the match, I can tell he's really good, but he's definitely tired from his last matches.
Don't seek it out too heavy. Don't seek it out too heavy.
He hit that 3 points on me, but I wasn't determined to lose that easy.
All right, Bo. Come on.
I definitely thought my false head strike hit there, but whatever, I'll have plenty of time to try it throughout the day. It's weird doing it with a longer blade than I usually practice with, though. You'll notice my dagger's on my right side, and it's kind of weird, but I am comfortable with it like that, even though my left hand is on the pommel.
Patience, patience, Bo. There we go, there we go.
Finally, the judge recognizes that hit.
Hands.
This was a tough match, and I actually had to revisit him later when he had some more gas in him.
Well played, well played. Beast mode.
Here's Cameron again, just this time in Longsword. I didn't know what he was doing there. He was telling me to back up, but I thought he was just fucking with me, so I blew him a kiss.
There we go. Keep it up, keep it up. Get a thrust. That's all this all was a hand in. There we go. Very good, Bo. Come on.
I was surprised to be this far up so early. Right here, he hit me in the head. I hit him in the leg. That exchange was just so fucking sloppy. One thing I need to work on in tournaments is, you know, not having fucking sloppy ass exchanges. I had quite a few sloppy exchanges this tournament, but it was my first one.
Also, just cut to the head, I would say.
I don't think my false edge had hit there. I don't really know what happened in that exchange. It was a little hairy.
Patience, bud. Patience, patience.
I'm a little scared. He's got, you know, 1 point on me, so I get a hand hit here.
That was fast. Okay, here we go. Come on, bud.
That turned out to be a double, and this is the last exchange I had to really make a difference in this fight.
Distance, bud. Manage it.
Getting excited.
Yeah.
Dropped my dagger, got too aggressive, and I believe I had a false edge hit there, but, you know, I lost either way. I'll remember this fight heavily, and, you know, I'll be picking it apart for probably the next few months to come, just trying to learn from that exchange.
It still ends up being a lot of minutes for our goal.
My next opponent is Paul Groover, and I don't know much about Paul Groover. I just knew that he was probably pretty good. Sometimes when you go up against someone who's got a corner man and you don't at the time, it's kind of scary because it's two brains against one and you're really betting on yourself to be right in everything you do, versus he's got some dude in his ear who could be better than him telling him what to do, and it's up to him whether or not he executes it perfectly.
I'm just for the cuts. Skinny, so I look good.
Hold time.
I'm gonna let this match play through. I'm not really gonna leave much more commentary than this. There's a lot of doubles and a lot of failure to withdraw.
Point gold. That's ready. That's ready. I'm good. That's. Oh! Target. Gold, finish withdraw. That's ready. That's ready. You got it? That's.
But not for long.
Target.
Fighting like trash.
1 point purple. That's ready. That's ready.
Talking to
You got it? That's.
Come on, Bo.
Oh! Failed to withdraw purple, no exchange. Spencer ready. Spencer ready. Go. Back. Oh! Target. Full time. Come here.
Okay.
I'm going to call that a closed double as there was blade contact there. Table ready. Judges, you guys are ready? You guys ready? On guard. Good. Oh, boys! Dagger, they pick purple fan with draw, no exchange. Fence are ready. Fence are ready. On guard. Fence. Oh, Sergeant Dagger, it's purple players withdraw. 10 seconds. Hold on. Stop that. Put it back there. We have one open double. 5 last stage. Fence are ready. Fence are ready. Table. On guard. Fence. Target. It's going to be failures with raw purple. This is a tie. We were doing ties, no problem in Dagger. We're still doing ties, no problem in Longsword. Yeah, it's a tie. Okay. It's Swiss Pools.
This one ended with a tie, and I can't really be that mad about it. It didn't get very far on either end. That was hell of a fight. I had to fight him again later, and I was dreading it. Both of us were really aggressive in our styles of fighting, so it was interesting to see how that played out.
What is on the title again? Please update the screen. This is my butt. I got my Joe.
Up next, I'm fighting Joe. Fuck. I'm leaving that in. Bo and Joe about to get this fucking thrashing, dude. Look at us. Joe said he came from New York, so I was dreading this fight a little bit. I was like, I don't know how good he's going to be. Usually when people travel like from a decent distance away, they're really searching for something at these tournaments.
It's all right. I won't turn that down.
2 weeks ago, I took a trip to Savannah, Georgia to train with Scala St. George in that area, and I worked that right hand hit pretty much the whole fucking time, so I'm glad to see how clean it landed.
But if I get knocked out before he lands, I don't have to worry about it.
I had to smack the nearest thing to me. I couldn't let him get off on me like that.
Okay.
Oh, one. It doesn't really matter. Good wrestling. It's going to be failures with raw gold, no exchange. Fence ready? Fence ready? On guard? Fence. Big failures failures with raw purple, no exchange. Fence ready? Fence ready? On guard? Fence. One. Failures with raw purple. Fence ready? Fence ready? On guard? Fence.
potentially the wrong choice.
Hold.
Before it starts smashing.
Sometimes when I get stuck in inside measure like that, I'll just throw that false edge multiple times and hope it hits. This judge here recognized it and is bringing it up to the ring boss.
Well, this is my last one, so you're wrong, not wrong.
No, I thought so. Okay. 3 points purple.
I've been doing that move for years, even at expos and shit. I'll pull that out, but I'm really glad it worked and got me the win there.
My gear shifting side.
You guys good at the score for
Yeah.
All right, Boski.
Right here, I'm probably not going to say much at all. This was a damn good fight, despite all the open doubles, closed doubles, and failure to withdraw. This was just a really fun fight with Casey Boatwright.
On that last thing, we'll talk
Earlier.
I've never had a problem with this crowd that I can't do anything to me.
Did you change anything?
Good enough. I couldn't tell before at all, but I can tell now.
All right.
This bout in this pool, I think he's had one match. He's had 2 matches. One draw, one win.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was boring.
You're here.
Acknowledge it there.
You guys ready? Ready? That's ready. Ready? Good. Set.
You got about
Oh, light. Target. 1 point goal. That's ready. That's ready. Good. Set. Oh. Boy. So done. So done. So done.
We're looking at each other like, lol, what?
Ready? Good. Set. Oh, boy. Target. Safe. Hold on. Those are the rules. It's going to be a failure to withdraw purple. That's ready. That's ready. On guard. That's. Oh! Boy.
nice.
Woo!
Very good.
The judges were confused about my dagger draw here. I tried to stick it into his armpit, into like the back of his arm the best I could, but honestly, I think he should have got the point for that, and I think he does. Failure to withdraw, never mind. That left to right cut is fucking gnarly. I'll tell you what. There was a couple times there, you know, it's well timed and powerful, but it's not very fast. I thought I was going to be able to cut him short, hit him in the hand or something on the way down, or at least meet in a bind, but he throws it at the right time. I can't respond right after either whenever he's like trying to pick up his slack.
No one ever likes grappling.
You're my second.
If you can't tell, that was a fun fight we had. Up next, I got Kyle again. I got Anthony in my corner again as well because he was in my corner originally when I fought Kyle the first time. This time, Kyle's got gas. He hasn't been through 3 rounds already.
Fighting, I have Bo in purple, Kyle in gold. On deck, I have Paul in purple and Yokin in gold. Is it Yokin or Yokin? Yohan?
Now, I want to comment on the judge here. I had a particularly fair experience with Owen. Owen was a very strict judge. He was a very good judge. I didn't always like his calls, but they were always pretty much right. He called me out on my shit, too, in one of my matches. So props to him for getting it done. I'm glad he was at the event judging.
I agree with this judge. Close double. Fence!
So up here, he's about to give me a point. I don't know why he's giving me a point. I guess it's because of the penalty that he had for hitting me in the back of the head. I didn't notice he hit me in the back of the head, but Owen said he did. In the next exchange, something similar happens.
Table, are you ready? Start time.
This is shit.
Maybe when I said next exchange, I meant maybe the next one or the one after, but you'll see soon. Yup, that exchange right there. You'll see here in a minute. I'll slow it down and play it back. But I blocked the strike he sent, and Owen said he hit me in the back of the head, but I didn't get hit in the back of the head, and I'm pretty sure I hit him in the process. I also get a penalty up here for turning the back of my head, which is fair. That's part of the rules.
Penalty for purple for turning the back of the head. Penalty for gold for hitting the back of the head. That is the second time you hit the back of the head.
Coming up right here is a slow-mo of what happened. I turned for my false edge cut. His blade falls in my cross guard. I did not get hit in the back of the head, but I did turn my head, and he probably would have hit the back of my head. So we both get a penalty for this, and one more and we're out. So after this, I'm really trying to make an effort not to turn the back of my head.
Guys, that was the second exchange in a row where I've had a hit in the back of the head. If I see you hit one more time, you're out. If I see you keep turning, you're out. Okay? Let's be careful. Let's be safe. Let's keep it clean. Table, are we ready? Judge. Judge. Fences. Fence! Oh! Judges. Target. I agree. Wait, hold on. Cut to the head from gold to purple, 3 points gold.
We weren't supposed to go for another exchange, but Owen kind of forgot, so we just did. That was a well-fought match, though. Kyle did have a good comeback. I knew he was way better than what he was when I fought him the first go-around.
Alright, fighting against Paul in purple, Johan in gold. Up next, against Kyle in purple.
Let's get it, bud.
Joe in purple, Paul in gold. Up next, Casey in purple, Johan in gold.
Here I am fighting Paul again, and this match is particularly interesting. I was fine, but turns out my gauntlet was getting caught on the cross guard, I guess. The cross guard of the sword I'm using is a little wavy, so I guess maybe it overlapped with part of this bed's heavy. I don't really know, but this happens twice.
I just call that as 1 point gold.
It's my bag. Thank you.
I agree. Close double, nothing goes. Oh! I looked at him, I thought. Open double. Penalty for goal for hitting in the strip.
Not a lot is happening here, but he still got the jump on me, so I'm nervous. The thrust was well timed, honestly. Couldn't do anything about it. That was perfect.
Alright, fighting, I need Casey in purple, yo gold. On deck, I need Casey in purple, Jonathan in gold.
Alright, Bo.
So me and Jonathan find each other in the last pool. It's my last fight in Longsword as well. This is interesting because I've been teaching Jonathan mainly Longsword for a few months now, and this is really my first chance to see how good he's gotten overall in a tournament setting especially. I feel like this was a perfect gauge of his skill level and what we need to work on from here on out.
I agree. The judge close double. Fence. Oh. Target. 3 points goal.
I got that 3 points on Jonathan because he didn't cover his line. I got a direct thrust to his throat. Up here, he gets a hand hit. The judges call it. He gets a point for it. Jonathan is certainly an expert at controlling his measure, especially with his background in Olympics fencing. I tried my damnedest to get it done quick. I didn't want to spend any more time fucking around. I was tired and I still had a fight tomorrow. Jonathan put up hell of a fight.
Sorry, I had to make.
No. Don't say sorry. We're in tournament. Hey, we're in tournament.
Jonathan in gold.
Sorry, I have to sit in my hands. I'll give you kids that.
I failed to film my first and second fight back to back. The first one was a wake-up call. That was a good warm-up, and then I won the second one. Now I'm going up against John Pence from Athens School of Arms. I had the opportunity to fight John twice with different outcomes, and he was my favorite fight the entire day in Spear, especially the second time.
On guard. Fences ready? Fence. Saying this lane is point to the face. 3 points goal. On guard. Fences ready. Fence.
Point.
See purple to the torso. 3 points purple. On guard. Fences ready. Fence.
We're neck and neck, and there's a lot on the line here. He's also a little taller than me, too, so he's got that reach. After those few doubles, he finally gets the best of me right here. He gets a thrust flush on the chest.
Renewed attack from purple lands to the torso. 3 points purple. Back, purple.
Fight a double.
All right. I would like my time.
1 minute timer, please.
Next, I fight Ziggy. Ziggy's got a cool ass name. I don't know much about him, but this was a fun fight too.
Just kidding.
Just barely ringed out myself there. Glad I had one foot still in. It's crazy how fast the matches go in Spear, but how slow the actual fighting is. The judges also have more time to get like a proper call on what's happening, so I didn't have any problems with the judgment. My next opponent was Colt, and I had a feeling Colt was pretty good just by how he squared up with me in the beginning. I'm gonna tell you straight up, Colt's cracked at Spear. Colt's good as fuck. I didn't expect to get my ass whooped that quick, but here we are. So next up, I fought Goliath from the Bible. This dude was tall as fuck. You'll see when we hug at the end, I'm literally just facing his chest. Wasn't a whole lot I could do about this reach, but look here whenever we go to hug right here. Face just barely above his chest. Now this guy right here, he kept drawing his dagger and was fighting with his spear and dagger. He kept trying to close in every time, and I've seen him fight before, so I pretty much predicted what was going on. We're having a little dance off here. I really like the vibes of this pool I was in, with Jake being the ringleader. If I hadn't been prepared for it, I'm sure he would have got me a couple times. But honestly, David's got his own style of fighting. He killed it. No hate.
3 points purple. First caution on striking the floor. On guard. Prince is ready. Fence. Initial scoring action was from purple. Don't stand on the cut. Renewal as well. 1 point purple.
With him having dagger and spear in one hand, it's harder for him to move his spear around, so I was able to get that hand hit pretty easily. I didn't know much about Daniel here coming into this fight, but I seen him fight one of my students the other day in Longsword, so I kind of knew what to expect from him, but not really. I kind of figured out how to use spear by this point as well. I haven't had much training with it formally, so a lot of this was trial by fire. Also, shout out to the ring boss Jake. His pools went so smoothly, and I really enjoyed having him as a judge.
Purple to gold stakes. 3 points purple. On guard. Prince is ready. Fence.
I should have been penalized there because I sent that shot from 90 degrees and I might have hit him in the head with a haft, but it's really hard to tell.
Hands carried. The renewed attack with the hand lands. 1 point purple. Match. Purple.
Here's my second fight with John, and this time it goes in my favor.
On guard. Prince is ready. Fence.
I made sure to get the hand hit first. He has left lead on the staff, so I was able to get the hand hit a little easier with my hand being right lead. Disengage and thrust the other hand. That was part of my setup.
The purple's hand. 1 point goal. On guard. Prince is ready. Fence. No. Sorry. Time. Press fell short. Nothing done. Can you reset the clock to 25 seconds? It's okay. On guard.
He's been expecting those hand shots, so let's see if I can send one and then get him in the face. Oh well, he tried to beat my spear out of the way and we got stuck in a little bind there, so I was able to get the head hit anyways and I won.
Match. Goal.
I will say John was definitely my favorite fight in Spear though. Athens School of Arms had lovely fighters. That's all the footage and commentary I got for myself. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and turn on the notification bell to see whenever we post everyone else's fights from Queens Gambit.
Last match of the pool. Mr. Pence and Mr. Rayburn.
Apologies.